Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another tournament stream. Whoa! Today we will be streaming the first day of the double elimination, which basically determines the other half of the top four. And we are starting it off with PC Cat versus S-WIL, and after that we will be having the lower bracket. I'm just going to quickly, there we go, accept the room invite, then we can go to the garage. And I'm going to start the giveaway stuff because basically, start guessing now. There we go. There is a 3-minute delay on the stream. That is to avoid any stream sniping happening. And of course, that also means that I'm not going to show you the room until we are below 3 minutes for that. Furthermore, there's a giveaway in the chat. Basically, you have to guess the damage that one team does as a whole in the third game of this matchup. And for that, basically, you just post your in-game name, your server, and your exact damage guess. And you may win a fan container. Thank you, Eric. Also, just for the record, you are free to enter for yourself as well. Basically, Agassi can't be here tonight himself. He is basically he's traveling right now. But I did promise him, because of all the hard work he does, that he can enter. So he just posted 2 random guesses to enter in the giveaways, which I'm making an exception for him because of all the work that he does for me and with all the giveaway help that he's done for me before. And maybe he'll get lucky. Also, by the way, later on we will be giving away battle passes, and those will be October passes. So we're going away from the September passes now. We're entering the October pass stage. In the meantime, we are nearly at 3 minutes, but I'm going to take you to the tour tab first. This was our top 8. Aqua and B-Love are both solid in the top 4 right now, and that means that today we are looking at Demon, PC Cat, S-WIL, and BPS to see who is going to go through. Now, tomorrow we will know that because the top 2 tomorrow are the ones that will join the top 4. But tonight we will see one of these teams disappear from the stage together with Squad 1 and Serenity that have disappeared before. So is the group that we are watching. Like I said, it is double elimination. That means that basically you can lose one matchup, and after that, if you lose another, then you're out. But you still have a way, like if you only lose one, you can still go through to the finals through the lower bracket. So yeah, let's see. We are moving on to Alpenstadt. Alpenstadt looks like this. I actually really like the reforged version of this with the futuristic and everything. It just looks so amazing, and I still can't believe people complain about that because it looks so cool. But yeah, you have 3 bases, relatively spread out, relatively hidden, all of them in their own way. Usually we see basically battles for base A and base C happening in this town, and people just facing off in potentially heavy tanks, but usually like having a light tank running around everywhere. So I am looking forward to that. We have 1 minute and 37 seconds left to go. PC Cat is already completely ready with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 F3s, an E6 and an LT. Always happy to see an E6 being used. I'm still not sure if I can ever call it a tour tank, but I always like seeing a favorite tank in a tour. Like, I can't believe I've just not seen a full Carrot team. Like, that's a joke, to be clear, because Carrot, as amazing as it is, as much as I love it, is not really tour material. Yeah, on S-WIL's side, we now see 5 F3s, an LT, and an E50M. So we have an E50M versus an E6, basically. Thank you, Eric. There's always this little nagging feeling because I used to have some trouble with my microphone, that it would sound like I was breathing underwater or something. So Eric or Agassi always give me this little sound check to make sure that I sound okay and that everything is working as intended. Because by the time they see that on stream, there's always just a little bit of time that I can still fix something if it is needed. But having the assurance that it's going right is just really nice. So yeah, 20 seconds left to go before we go into the first game of this best of 7. I do not know why, but I'm feeling nervous. I'm not even playing. But honestly, the thing is that I always feel nervous with these tours. It's always, partially it's streaming, so it feels like I have to perform. But it's also like the stress that these guys are under with the tools and having to basically be absolutely epic and get everything done and somehow win all the games, basically. It's tricky. Also, I'm trying to reinstall the wall mod, so I'm going to check if I can fly through things. Lovely camo that, by the way. Can we go into the ground? No, we cannot. Okay, so it's still not working. No idea why. I even tried a new one. So we have the LTs spotting one another. Sashenka going in for the... Oh. He does take a hit for that. Bobby Fischer does not. Still sounds really weird to say that name on stream. Bobby escaping a shot from Apple as well, who have also been spotted. Cena being kept by Performance. Maverick deciding to relocate a little bit. NPC Cat seems to be making a bit of a mistake potentially here. With 4 guns. These are more guns than they thought they would have. Object 3 now also moving. Oh, that was an ammo rack. Visa being taken out instantly. Playmaker is not looking too healthy. He does go down as well. That ammo rack was super lucky. And I call it super lucky because they were sort of like at a gun disadvantage over here. Not to be going after Sashenka. Not really care about Skiloidus shooting him in the rear. Sashenka is definitely the primary target here. They're not really caring about anyone else. Bobby takes him out, then has to try and stay alive himself. Is not going to stay alive with the E50M there. Who is still losing HP as well. But there goes Bobby and Apple at the same time. Esco now trying to run off. Elmiri not looking too healthy. Takes out Esco though. And it is 2 versus 5, even though it will be 2 versus 4 most likely. Unless this is somehow a bounce. Purple cam. Oh, no. There he goes. And now it's only Skiloidus facing off against 4 people from PC Cap. And he may still get another shot in. He does at that. But there's just too many tanks here, and it's Object 3 that gets the killing shot in. And the first game is for PC Cap. Thank you, Agassi. Very quick but beautiful first game. No idea why it switched back there. But that was a fun game. Very quick. To be fair, when PC Cap pushed like that, I thought that they would basically be murdered for it. But that ammo rack really made the difference. 1.5 minutes to go before we go into the second game on Alpenstadt. We have S-WIL now ready with 5 F3s, an LT and an AMX-54 this time, leaving the E50M behind. And on the other side we see 5 F3s, an LT and an AMX-54. This is the exact same lineup. That's gonna be interesting. The thing is that I always find the same lineups funny, because that also shows you how basically the tanks that they choose, they have different functions, so it works differently. But yeah, curious to see how this will go, where they will go as well. Only 5 seconds left to go before we go into the second game on Alpenstadt. Let's see if S-WIL can bring this back. Never immortal. Never. I need them way more than they need me. And here we go into the second game. Let's have a look. I do really like this camo though. It's so nice and colorful and shiny. That's also, I think, why I like the whole Reforged Alpestat so much. I'm not into this game for the realism. To be fair, 7 tanks driving around with no people or animals anywhere. You just hear some animal sounds at times. Does not make for a realistic game. Bobby. Everyone is going towards base C, and they do get spotted for it. So, ooh, nice little bounce there by Shashenka. Bobby is arriving at base C. Does get spotted for it, but goes in for the cap safely. Performance. Taking a holding position. They can guess that someone is there where Arkilov is at. They just don't know exactly whom is where. Ooh, Krim. Losing a lot of HP there. And not all the shots going in. Performance losing a bit of HP. Future Simple now pulling back. Object 3 still has a shot left. Oof. Basically, the crossfire is lovely here. They're sort of pincering everyone. Not to be is now being focused on though. Visa is pushing in. Sashenka trying to get the shots in as well. Ilmiri pushing in. But they need to take the tanks out at the back fast if PC Cat wants to win this. Not to be is pulling back. The focus fire from PC Cat is not really there. Too many targets. Elmiri, being very low on HP now, does get taken out all the way at the back there by Future Simple. Bobby now also getting shots in at the back. Base B is being capped. Future Simple got set on fire, is being taken out. Not to be goes down. Sashenka is playing with Bobby. Playmaker now also heading in that direction. Does miss though. Takes a hit. Both teams have lost a gun. 2 guns. But S-WIL has basically the base advantage, even if PC Cat has the HP advantage. Playmaker, oof. Object 3 being murdered. Gets taken out. Ooh, that shot not penning. That one did though. Prim goes down. Performance not looking too healthy. It is 3v4. Playmaker is arriving. Sashenka's going after Performance. Ooh, those were big hits, and there goes Playmaker, losing all that HP in very quick succession. Performance goes down as well. Now it's just Bobby Fischer. I can't believe I ever said that on stream. And it's all about survival here. Nice little bounce. He needs to get a base though, and that's gonna be an issue. Oh, nice bounce. But this is gonna be costly. Oh! I'm not sure what would have happened if he rammed, but the game is for S-WIL. Well played here. And this is the thing, like, PC Cat again played pretty aggressively, but S-WIL sort of like wrapped around them this time, and the fact that quite a few people were dealing with Arkilov meant that basically S-WIL had a gun advantage elsewhere. So that's the second game up and over. We are moving on to Black Goldville. Looks like this. You have 3 bases and of course like the whole cave area. You have a city area and a ditch area. This is the place where we see blind shots happening in the beginning of the game. with that leading to actually damage being done because you shoot right into the spawn on the other side. So I am curious to see if that will happen this time again as well. It is quite a nice map. It's not a map that I love, but I don't mind it basically, and it can make for some fun tool games. That is literally just in time, because now I'm going to say stop guessing no. Because you are guessing for the upcoming game. 33 seconds left to go. We have PC get ready with, again, 5 F3s, an LT, and a Subconqueror. And on S-WIL side, we see 5 F3s, an LT, and an E50M. Let's see. Countdown clock has begun. And let's have a look. Here we go. Apple going for the lucky coins. Those are the blind shot. We did hear something hitting. Look at the Future Simple actually lost HP there. That's what I mean. The whole part of blind shooting places and getting damage in before anyone's ever been spotted is just insane to me. Shashenka being very... Ooh. That's gonna cost them some HP. Performance pushing in. Prim taking another hit. Performance does not even get to the point where he can shoot him. Shashenka, though, does lose a lot of HP for that one. B has been kept. Prim moving into A. C is being protected by Bobby. But he's not yet capping the base. Shashenka's moving over there to see if anyone else is there. Bobby is running, but has to be careful now. Is duking it out a little bit, but now we also have Maverick moving in. Object 3 relocating to support Bobby, because they can't afford to lose their little cheeky tank. Object 3, Maverick losing more HP. This is such a cheeky thing to do. Basically, Bobby, all he needs to do is just stay where he's at. Object 3 now. Arriving and taking out Maverick. Sashenka does not want to be there anymore. Future Simple and Visa losing a bit more HP. Object 3 now just in the middle. Being a bully. Farming the poor tanks at base B. Sashenka has a grand total of 20... Never mind, Sashenka has no HP left. Playmaker being very forwards here. They're going after Asko. They're being very aggressive here. PC Cat losing a whole lot of HP. Asko goes down. Future Simple is next in line. Gets tracked. Object 3 just pushing forwards. Nice little bounce there. Visa not looking too healthy. Performance is arriving. Skeloidus almost gone, but Future Simple goes first. And Object 3 is still reloading his gun. But the game is for PC Cat. And that also means that the score for the giveaway is 16,705. That was a full game, basically. And with that, we are getting ready for the 4th game in this matchup. No match point for anyone yet. And Esville is now ready with 5F3, Snelty, and E50M. And let's see. PC Cat still deciding. But I have a feeling that we might see the same tanks. Or at least 5F3s. There we go. 5F3s, Snelty, and let's see what performance picks. 45 seconds left to go. And there we go. It's an AMX 54 this time, not a Super Conqueror anymore. "25 seconds left. PC. The thing is that PC Kid is being very, very forwards. But it is working out for them. Generally, that is. And here we go. I'm not seeing anything wrong with the health of the stream, by the way. Like, my CPU is at 0.7%, which is just mwah, chef's kiss. Stream looks healthy. No drop frames or anything, so I do think it's your potato internet. Blind shots happening. But not that many this time. Bobby being forward, spotting the Skeloidus. Esco gets spotted. Bobby is waiting, does not really want to go through there. Bobby does get spotted. Gets big hits. And another one. Elmiri is being farmed to death. Object 3. Oh my god, this is brutal. PC Cat, what are you doing? 3 tanks, very low on HP, very, very quickly. And that was another shot into Object 3, who is now a grand total of 40 HP. And there he goes. And Bobby is not long for this world either. Especially not with Esco also moving in. Playmaker is getting farmed elsewhere. And that shot did not pen. And there goes Bobby. Playmaker. In danger. Skeloidus moving in. Takes out Playmaker. That is 3 guns gone from PC Cat, like, almost instantly. Elmiri goes down. So far, S-WIL has not lost a single tank here. They're trying to take on Not To Be. He's the preferred target. And he goes down, leaving Crim and Performance. Shashanka, the first gun from S-WIL to go down this game. Crim is being bullied and goes down. And now it's just Performance, who is dealing with Maverick, who is bouncing on him a little bit. And they are shooting one another. But there are 6 guns that are just coming for Performance. And he is angling in a way to avoid dying so quickly. And I have to give him massive kudos for not giving up. But there he goes. Before anyone's even arrived. And the game is very definitely for S-WIL. Very well played here. Basically, they caught them all off guard. And sort of like pinned them down. Just different fire lines from different directions here. Beautifully played by S-WIL. And this is more the S-WIL that we've seen before in the qualifiers. This is the S-WIL that's just beautiful. And we are moving on to Lagoon for the third map for this matchup. It is mapped with 3 bases. Usually we see some spotting happening in the middle just to see where other people are. Not meant to do any real damage yet. That's also why we usually see at least one little fast tank here. But it is an interesting map. If you can get base B early, that can be very cheap. At the same time, it can also be very costly. So there is a bit of a risk. 42 seconds left to go before we go into the first game on Lagoon. No match point for anyone yet. Still. Because it is even Stevens. And we have S-WIL ready with 5 F3s, a Batchat and an E50M. And on PC Cat side we see 4 F3s, that's 1 less. A Super Conqueror, an E50M and an LT. And let's see. Yeah, I don't deny that I no longer skinny dip by Chunky Dunk, but you are a special one. Let's see, come on. Phew. Bless his heart. And here we go. Sashenka heading to the base C side together with Maverick. Where we have PC Cat focusing more on the A side. But this is going to be interesting because we have a bit of a potential clash happening in the middle. With F3s from both sides heading places. Not to be the first one to take damage here. C is being taken, as is A. To not let the point advantage from S-WIL become too big. Now they are rotating a bit. Skilloid is taking a little bit of a hit. Elmiri carefully moving forwards to see if anyone else is there, because they don't know where all the tanks are just now. Let's see. Skilloid is moving together with the other ones. Krim being very careful. Future Simple looking to see if anyone is coming from the spawn or maybe still there. Playmaker taking a hit from Maverick there. Krim moving around. Everyone is waiting. We have to keep in mind though that S-WIL has a point advantage. And it means that PC Cat will have to make a move. Let's see. All good, Blue Reese. You can enter the next one. Once this matchup is over, I will start the guessing for the other one. Grim getting spotted. And, oh, nice shot there. And immediately, this is a thing. Like, you have clippers. Soshenka is one, and he shoots, and then immediately starts reloading his clip, because he knows he's not going to fire before he's completely reloaded anyway. At the same time, Krim also doing the interesting thing, because he's shooting the spot where he thought that Soshenka might be at afterwards. And that is just blind shotting positions where you expect people to be. PC Gas is basically all dug in, all one side of the map. Whereas S-WIL's completely dug in on the other side of the map. Elmiri running around. Not to be is there as well. Ooh, missed that shot though. And everyone is just lying in wait. Three guns in the middle. Some guns behind him. Not to be has to be careful. Some blind shots still happening. And this is a very, very slow going game. Bobby in an excellent position to spot these. Ooh, is getting shot at. Did not get hit, but also did not pen his own shot. Bobby has to be careful. He does not really want to push and get murdered by Future Simple there. But it also basically closes the avenue for S-WIL. PC Cat is responding. Crim in a bit of a tricky position there. Future Simple is going to be the preferred target. But he is not without support there. This is a very dangerous game that they're playing. Crim is even focusing on Sashenka. Playmaker has lost most of his HP, might even be going... Oh no, never mind. Future Simple goes down first. But we have Elmiri all the way at the back there. Playmaker not looking too healthy. Object 3. Potentially easy clip target now. Does get a shot in, knowing that he's unlikely to get another one in. He goes down. Oof, not to be, losing all of his HP there as well. Visa goes down. Apple goes down as well. And that gives PC Cat an advantage. But we now have Elmiri trying to duke it out with Sashenka and ASK. And Elmiri loses that. And that evens out the guns again. They want to get Maverick. They also want to basically get Skiloidus. They need to focus fire. The focus fire from PC Cat is just not really there. Skiloidus goes down, making it a gun advantage again, but performance is not looking too healthy. And with... Ooh, he is still alive, if barely. And he does go down, and the guns are even again. HP-wise, it is neck and neck, but... Prim is not going to be long for this role either. I don't think he's going to get another shot in. He may if he's very lucky. No, he does not. Never mind. And it's a very low HP playmaker versus a healthier... They are basically playing ring around... No! That shot, though. Playmaker doing the sensible... Bobby doing the sensible thing. And capping that base. And now we have Sashenka. And he has to know that Sashenka has to move towards base A, because he doesn't really have any other choice. And he's... Oh, never mind, the time is up. That was a draw, though, wasn't it? That was a defeat. I think that's purely based on the fact that Bobby had more HP. That was so close. I actually completely forgot about the timer. I was just looking at the points like he has to cap the base. And because the points were even, I think that means that the HP left won the game, and that is why Bobby took it over Sashenka. I would never block Frosty. But he has to be subscribed for 5 minutes before he can chat. So it may just be a little bit of time needed and then a refresh or something. Because that may be it. Let's see. 1 minute left to go before we go into the second game in Lagoon. Basically, it is now match point for PC Cat. If they win the next game, then they are through to the upper bracket, and that would mean that S-WIL through to the lower bracket. Whereas S-WIL has to win twice in a row for that to happen. 37 seconds left to go. We have PC Cat ready with 5 F3s, an E6, and an LT. And S-WIL is sticking with the 5 F3s, an E50M, and a Betcha. That game, though, was insane. We are certainly getting treated to some excellent gameplay here. Let's see. Here we go. To be fair, I always feel for the players with how stressful things can be. At the same time, I so love it when the games are just that close. Bobby heading to C. Shashenka going for the spot in the middle. And C is not completely unprotected with Maverick moving in. Basically, base A is looked at from both sides. Shashenka. Oh, that was a blind shot, though. Well done. This is the thing. This is the reason why we usually see people stand not exactly in bushes in tours. Because they know where it's a blind shot. Maverick's also lost a little bit of HP. Prim got spotted. And now we have Bobby running around. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Skeloid is making a play for base A. And he's going to meet Bobby there. And Bobby is like, I don't like him. I don't want to meet him. And Skeloidus moves into base A. He does get spotted for it and takes a hit for it. But he is going to get the base. Base C is also being kept on the other side. Interesting stuff here. And PC Cats are now moving in. Skeloid, they waited a little bit too long for that, though. Now we have Not to Be a Playmaker and Object 3 all moving in. I can't believe my wall mod's still not working. I would have such a better sight on this. Skeloid is slowly but surely being farmed. Gets set on fire. Is now also being shot from the other side. He has no chance to survive, make his time, as the meme goes. And he goes down. That means that even that, despite that, though, they still have the point advantage. They do lack an entire gun, though. Playmaker just found most of them. Sashenka is arrived. What is Sashenka doing? That is going to be the end of Sashenka. And there's not really much he can do about it. And there he goes. That is the second gun gone from S-WIL. Future Simple now pushing in together with Visa. But Not To Be is also not alone. Apple being focused on. Very low on HP. Object 3 is saving his shot. Bobby with the faster reload taking him out. Esco losing HP quickly. Bobby just running around here. Maverick casually gets taken out by Performance. There goes Esco. And now it's just Future Simple and Visa. Not to be, may not be, and he is not. But there are too many guns here, and the matchup will be for PC Cat. And I think this was a gross miscalculation from Sashenka as to what to expect here. And he couldn't get away anymore. And there goes Visa, and the game is for PC Cat. Well played here. It's like very little things that basically just cost you the game here, because PC get punished every mistake they made. With Skoloidis in the base on his own, Sashenka arriving there, and that already put them 2 guns back. So that is the first matchup up and over. Let's have a look at what happened on the other side, because I want to see that. That was 4-2 for Demons. So we are going to have BPS versus Esville in our next matchup, which is in half an hour by the time. Well, to be fair, half an hour still, because you have 3 minutes delay. So I'm going to start the next giveaway. I think we're going to guess for Esville. Just going to make the little post. 2 closest guesses will win an October battle pass. We are in October for the passes now. It should be fun. Actually, I'm going to wait until this is over on stream. Otherwise, it's like massive spoiler. I have actually done that before, which was more good. Let's see, but I do have some replays for you. So I will show you one of those, and after that, I will start the giveaway thing. And this is the one that I need. This was a game I had today, and it's just... like, I love this tank, and this is one of those games that shows exactly why I love this tank. I also got really lucky, and it just worked out beautifully. Like, I had a seasonal bonus on my standard B. I'm also hard at work at trying to get my standard B to rank 50 for no other reason than that I can. And that I like the tank, so that I want to get it to rank 50. It does need a legendary camo though. It's so nice. And at this stage, we have to note the E50M that ran off alone to the corner. That's going to give me a downvote after the battle because he was not happy that I didn't come with him. And he's just going to get absolutely massacred. So I sneak by just like that. Then spot someone. And he does shoot me in the face, which is like, that's not what we had agreed upon. I wasn't sure quite how I should angle here, because I still wanted to farm them there. And then we had this guy. And I saw that. I was like, if you stand still, I can do that. And he's just gone. And I felt so sorry for the guy. And I find it so funny, but I still felt so sorry for him. And then this guy, of course, really wanted me as well. So I'm just casually shooting him as well. And this is the thing, like with the standard B, you can reload your shots in Bs if you wish, and you can farm damage if you wish. In this stage, I thought that he was going to push, so I hastily backed out as he started driving backwards. Also, just these little shots always make my day. I love little shots like that. And I kind of wanted the points, so I felt that I would just cap. And there we go. And this is the thing, I love playing Supremacy. I don't really care about the damage. Usually I just go for Supremacy. Let's see. Not seeing anyone here just yet. And the thing is, when we started tuning, this was the first game in our tune. I was like, I only have time for a few. But after this game, I was like, yeah, that's going to be the only one because it can't get better than that. And this was just such a funny game. And I thought about going after the Sheridan, but then I was like, yeah, but by the time I get there, he'll be dead already. So let's just hunt for the other ones. Because damage. And he goes down. And then, of course, we didn't know where the TD was, but I figured that most likely he would be around base D somewhere. Let's see. I was like, I can get more damage. Of course, it would help if I had remembered that there was a house there, but then somehow he still missed me. And then I just wanted to kill to finish it off, and I got it. This was a fun game, honestly. Just a quick, fun little game that earned me an ace. Yes. Start guessing now. There we go. And we win. So yeah, that's how I got the downvote because I didn't go with the 50M, but I did give him a poop him back just for nice. I do love this tank, I really do. So yeah, let's see. I have a few other replays. Let's start with this one because we have some time to fill. That's we're not getting 4 PC cut though, but it's fine. It still counts. Sometimes the names are just really, really special. Like, she said she loved me. I can't say that in any normal way, to be honest. Because it invites soap opera. But some of the names you always have to be careful with when streaming. Because there's just some words that you should never say on stream. So that can be tricky. I actually quite like this tank. I've been driving it. It can be really good fun. Let's see. I always say, to be fair, it should be Moise. But I always say mice as well. Oh, nice. The reload on this tank is so fast though. And I get that that's because of the potential damage that it might not do. But it can be really evil. But yeah, I usually say mice as well. That helps. They are losing a lot of tanks though. Or Vic is losing more HP. Ammo rack? Oh, that is juicy. That is juicy. That'll do. 5 there. The thing is that S-WIL, this is one of the reasons why I like having you guys for S-WIL. Because they can have such epic games. And then sometimes they have games and you're like, this is not how they usually play. There we go. Is he going to arrive there? Oh, yes, he is. Leo. Yes, if you bully. That'll do. Now it's just this little Leo. Can he get away, though? Nice. Oh, beautiful little game. It's been a long time since I saw a full team of one tank, though. I think the last one I saw was full Type 71. Beautiful game. Let's see. I'm not checking messages, obviously. I'm actually going to show you my other standard B game because I had so much fun with that as well. This is the one where I say, mind the spaghetti. Because that guy was just the bomb, honestly. Like, sometimes you have a game and you have an accidental teammate and it just works so well. And in this case, his actions allowed me to do well. So total spoiler generally, but yeah. And I wasn't sure how this was going to go because 2 versus 2, but he isn't first, so technically speaking, good possibility of him being good. And I decided to just go for the base. And immediately the E50M, sorry, the E50 eats one. And I just casually start adding pressure with the base cap, because this is why I like to cap early, because it just adds pressure. And then we have the carrot arriving. And this is where the spaghetti is the first time hero here. Look at this, look at this. He just immediately moves in, immediately moves and helps and saves my ass, basically. In this case, we didn't know quite where the TDs would be, so I wasn't sure if I should peek out here. He does get the kill. But he just basically, the whole way that he's playing is just beautiful. Let's see. 60 to be there. He's going to go after my friend, so I decide to go after him. Of course, that did nothing, so that was useless. But I did get another one in. Look at where he's at, though. Look at where he's getting shots in. Like, this replay is as much about me as it is about the spaghetti. And he's still getting shots in as well. And mind the spaghetti behind me, because he's still alive, and he's still doing things and being epic. And here too, like, I'm now at 3-3-3-3 plus a little bit of extra damage there. And I was hoping that he'd just shoot, but then he shoots, and I'm just like, eh, whatever. Let's go in. And then my friend comes. And I wasn't sure what reload fastest. He saves my ass again, and I just have this lovely little game with lots of assisted damage, lots of supremacy points. And just good, basically just a good game. Okay, I can say a bottle of water, but I can also say a bottle of water. Bottle of water. But yeah, this was just beautiful. I love this game. Let's see, what else have I got for you? Let's show. this one. Oh, I love the shit one so much. Words you can say on stream, but not on the official Discord server. Oh god, did you change your name again, Marinka? I'm not sure what the standard B is, but it works very well. Honestly, I just love the standard B so much. It's so fun. To be fair, I like medium auto reloaders as a whole, so I just play them a lot. Ship one is so tall though. Nice little tracking shot. Not a tracking shot. Not a tracking shot. And another one. And he didn't even get spotted for it. That's just mean. But yeah, I always have to remember, because the HE on this standard B is so good, to just check my what I can or can't pen more. But there he is. Nice. That 4100. I feel almost bad. Oh, he missed. Don't think he's gonna get another shot in. I think I was actually being hurt by a turret there. Ooh. That may be tricky. 4, 3, 2. Oh, he's just using the rock. That helps. He's going to lose most of his HP here. He just has to wait. Oh, that did hurt. There we go. Wow, Chieftain is not happy. This is like, there are many things to be said about the chat being switched off. One of the things I do like is that toxic people can't talk anymore when they're dead. Let's see. Oh dear. Imagine being that sad. I was just gonna say, where's the other one? But there he is. Yeah, but after that, the E50 will get farmed. Nice. Nice. And then we reload the clip. I know you still have a first class for me. We should have time. Nice. Nice. That helps. Casual damage he's done though. That is insane. Yeah, it's okay. You have a second account. Yeah, that's fair. Otherwise, it would be like Akniram. Did he just shoot the gun? That is like some RNG right there. Extra army in the form of Ori. Beautiful game. Not even an ace, but that's because of the camper medal. Damage over distance gives you less XP. Otherwise, I feel that this would have definitely been an ace. Okay, so we should have time for one more. And let that be Immortals game then. Oh, also on Canal. I'm going to skip a little bit in the beginning just to make sure we don't miss out on any room invite. It is a long game. No damage done yet. Okay, sorry, I am skipping a little bit. But you've not done damage yet, so I think we're in the clear for that. Now we're moving. Okay, sorry. Still no damage done though. Let's see. Oh, there's a Yege. E1 running off. Yege running off as well. Now you got some nice damage to be done. They've lost quite a few guns. And that's it for the Yege. Or if that had gone in though, that would have been so epic. No, they kind of have to find positions that work for them. Nice little bit of assisted. Oh, there's another one. Oh, that's the one in the corner. Let's see. Isn't that the whole goal of the game, though? Winning? Also, I approve of you switching to Prema just to make your life easier. That is something that too few people do. Hello? You'll be fine if he's shooting the ground and bouncing on you, because he can't potentially... He can't kill you unless he ammo racks you for some reason. He's pulling back. I don't think he even reloaded this whole clip. What you're doing now is dangerous, though. Nice. Yeah, they kind of do. They know that the object is there somewhere. They don't know exactly where. There he is. Kill the object. Kill the object. He missed, though. That's good. Take your time. Nice. Oh, hello. They are both clippers. That could be a bit dangerous. But you can crossfire them, and that's a good thing. Nice! Push, push. Go, go, go. Nice. Well done. Took a while to get there. But once you were there, boy, were you there. Beautiful. And lovely teamwork with your E50 2 mate as well. Yeah, just to be safe, I'm going to take you to my pre-stream screen. We're all set. Now we just have to wait for the room to go to 3 minutes or below. Also, by the way, I just noticed, I forgot about that. There's a fellow streamer in the room with us in the tour room, and that is Cora. Cora just started streaming tours. He is, of course, a very, very professional player. Has played for NA for ages. Is still doing that now as well, but is also streaming EU. And honestly, he is bloody epic at it. So definitely give him a sub as well. Eric, did you guess Agassi's guess? We still have a bit of time, but yeah. Also, don't forget to enter yourself as well if you want to win an October Battle Pass. But yeah, we are below 3 minutes. I always just wait for a few extra seconds before I go into the room. We are heading off to Naval Frontier. Naval Frontier looks like this. Yeah, 3 bases, pretty much in a straight line, but in very different areas. You have one in the ditch in the middle, one with a little hill and near the overlooks from both sides, near the med side, so to speak. And of course, you have the one near this building that I generally prefer to be at. I like capping base A and then just seeing where everyone is at and moving from there. Usually, though, we see more base C action than base A action in tours. And S-WIL is completely ready with 5 F3s, a Super Conqueror and an AMX 54. And BPS is taking 5 F3s, an LT, and potentially an E50M if that is what Kitsune readies up in. I know it is Marinka backwards. I recognize that. Akniram is probably how. No, Akniruom, I think it would be. Yeah. Stick with Marinka. 1.5 minutes left to go before we go into the first game of this matchup. Basically, the pressure is on now because whoever loses this matchup is out of the tournament. No, Helmi Musa is someone else. They both have very epic games though. 1 minute left. And Kitsune decided to go for an LT as well. So we have double LTs. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. Especially like, well, to be fair, most of these players could be completely epic in whatever they drive. But I've seen the incredible things Kitsune has done before. So basically, seeing him in a light tank is always fun. See, that's Helmi Musa. And there we go, we're almost at the countdown clock. And then we can go watch the first one. Boop, boop. Here we go. Stick? I'm not sure what you mean. Marrows. And let's see. To be fair, the meta this season isn't the most interesting. It's just a 3 spam. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's gonna find the internet. Blind shots happening. Future Simple taking the first hit here. With Pat having been spotted. Ooh, Artyom trying to get the shot in, but missing. Future Simple taking one though. Let's go. Taking the cap. Future Simple joining in to cap it faster. We have Postav Lady moving in. Ooh. They didn't both get reset though. But Esco is moving back and now so is Future Simple. Postav Lady is arriving at the back with the single shot F3. But that forces Artyom to go around the rock. And that basically puts him in the line of fire. Esco goes down first though. But now Artyom is being set upon by no less than 4 guns. Postov is just trying to get out of there. Artyom does get another shot in, but then goes down. We have Dares moving in. Shoot your Future Simple. He is the preferred target. Anne is almost gone. Postov pulling back. Hypnotizing. Shooting Apple. But now has to relocate to get the shots in. Going to help. Punisher with Skilloides. Postov goes down. That is his second gun gone from BPS. But Skilloides is not long for this world. Gets taken out, as does Future Simple. Gets in running around. Does not really want to deal with Apple. So tracks him to make it basically be a bully. And does it again. And there goes Apple. And now it's just Sashenka and Visa. And now it's just Visa versus 4. And he is being bullied. But it is Pat that gets the kill. And the first game is for BPS. Look at the damage though. That was a lot of HP to be had. And this was S-WIL basically being broken apart in a way. They were just too spread out. 1.5 minutes left to go before the second game on Naval Frontier happens. BPS was just cleaning house there. Pat now taking a Hori. But we see the same 5 F3s. And potentially Kitsune in the E50M. And on S-WIL's side we see 5 F3s, an LT and an E50M. One minute left. Shashenka offline at the moment, but there he is. I always worry about that, like if someone goes offline, can they be back in time? We've had basically games with AFKs before, we have games with basically 6 versus 7. It's happened. It's not always the end of the world though. Yes, Maurice, I have a billion silver. Basically, I have nothing to spend it on. All the tanks are in my garage. All of them are equipped. So it slowly goes up and up and up. And I just use the credit boosters anyway. Because of the fact that you can't use them in the luxury lounge, so I might as well. And here we go. Countdown clock beginning for the second game of this matchup. After which I will stop the guessing. And here we go. Also, just wanted to point out, like, my laptop is just amazing. Like, it is warm, but at the same time, the CPU is at 0.9% full, like, while I'm streaming and in the game and everything. I love it. BPS spreading out a little bit, but Kitsune mainly the old one out. Sashenka going to see if anyone is crossing. Postrovleni does get spotted there. Thus blind shot into the bush, but does not hit Sashenka. Now Sashenka is spotted though. And manages to escape. Visa and Maverick have been spotted as well. Postrovleni holding. Of course, he has Pat behind him. Pat who... Oh, he almost hit him there though. Who really wanted to hit Pat? Maverick. Not quite going for the base yet. Blind shot in the bush where there could be people. Punisher. Kitsune and Shashenka both hitting one another. But Punisher does take the base. Might take some damage for it though. Apple pushing in. Punisher in. Well, deep crap. Can't really move out from where he's at. All he can do is try to get more shots in. Dash is trying to help him. Punisher gets taken out. They do have the base, but they did get taken out. Kitsune losing some more HP. Hypnotizing now moving in. They want to go after Esco. Skeloidus is completely focused on Kitsune, only now turning around to deal with hypnotizing. Ooh, nice bounce by Esco. But now Artyom is arriving with a full clip. Sashenka got set on fire. Kitsune goes down. Ooh, that shot did not get him. And he gets another shot in. And Artyom wants to survive. There goes Esco. Now you have Future Simple on one side. And there goes Artyom. Postrovleni. Now being focused on Visa goes down. Ooh, that shot did not pen. But that one did. And it is 5 versus 3. Even though Pat is still very, very healthy. Base B is being kept. We have Pat and Postrovleni holding at base A. Not capping it yet though. He is trying to get Sashenka, potentially. Who is currently unspotted. And now Pat has fired. Base A is being kept, but S-WIL holds all the cards. They have the guns. Base A is... Ooh, he has to be... Pat looking at him. Future Simple does go down. And now Sashenka is moving in. Might still go down though, and he does. Pat deciding that he does not want to stay there anymore. Squashed to death. And he bounced! Oh my god, he's actually going to die. Skeloid still is full HP though. This has to be an ammo rack if Pat wants to survive. And it's not, and there goes Pat. But what a way to hold. Ah yes, the trap top. And that is the second game up and over. Beautiful game, very well played by S-WIL here. See, this is the thing, this is the S-WIL that we know and love, and this is why I like making guess damage for them, because it can literally go every which way. We are moving on to Middelburg. Middelburg, again, map with 3 bases, 1 in the hills, 2 in the city, 2 closer to spawn, but most of the time they are sort of neglected. We see blind shots happening as people drive into the hills, and then people are waiting to see who is where. Last time one of the teams took an Type 5 Heavy and it spawned in the hills, so that was brutal. But yeah. Ooh, Lucky, you are just in time because I'm... Oops. No, there we go. No spoilers, just telling you that you can't cast anymore. Do, do, do. 30 seconds left to go. We have S-WIL ready with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 F3s and 2 AMX 54s. And ooh, BPS taking 6 F3s and 1 LT. The question is, who is going to spawn in nails? This is also, by the way, I've explained this before, but this is why I have a light tank as a spectate. Because apparently it's no longer the case, but I'm never 100% sure. So technically speaking, it could be the case that my choosing a tank affects the spawn, because that used to be the case. And that would mean that if I were to pick a heavy, I would basically displace a heavy into the hills. Whereas if I choose a light tank, that light tank will always take a spawn point off the med base. And it's a lot easier for a med to get back to the med base than a heavy to get back to the heavy base. Also, just note how 2 of the heavies actually spawned in hills there. So that's going to make things very interesting for Pat. Of course, they don't know that. S-WIL focusing. Oh, this is going to be fun. Poor Pat is going to meet people. They don't know that no one else is in the hills. He's getting shot from there, though. Dur's getting the shots in. That is a cheeky thing to do. Hypnotizing. Moving in. S-WIL. Focus fire not quite there. Visa not looking too healthy. Actually reloaded his 3rd shot. Hypnotizing goes down. Visa shooting well before he had a target, it looks like. Dershing being held. Gets taken out as well. Visa is still alive somehow. No, there he goes. Postrovleni next to line. Apple next to line as well. Gets set on fire there. That is painful. Was just gonna say, he's holding his shot when he's shooting. Pat arriving there. Apple went down. Artyom being set upon by Skiloides and Shashenka goes down. Asko gets taken out. It is 4v4, but S-WIL has quite a bit of an HP advantage. Postrovleni goes down. Sashenka is moving. Skiloides is being left alone. That could be dangerous. Arkilov goes down 3v3. Big hit into Pat there. And we have a 3v3 with Future Simple having an extra hat here. Why is Future Simple not shooting though? Is his gun broken? I'm not sure what's going on there. But that might be game changing. Because there goes Skiloides. Future Simple now having lost his hat. They need to focus their gun. Future Simple seems to be having trouble. Oh, that shot not going in. Could be very expensive. Pat needs to be the target here. Shashenka goes down. Future Simple has all the HP, but not the gun. Pat is waiting. Future Simple is using the building. Kind of has to focus on. They know where he's at, they just can't get to him. And you also can't afford to let yourself get farmed. That's the thing. And now Pat is shooting him just as he's looking the other way. You do not have the luxury of doing this. Future Simple seems to be having issues. He needs that kill and Pat is not giving it to him. Future Simple lost this game. And BPS won it somehow. I'm not sure why he wasn't shooting before. Could be that his gun was broken. But that was really weird. And the whole not shooting part there. Like, he did epic damage. Actually, where is he? Future Simple, well, 3.2k. Punisher did epic damage for sure. But this was their game to lose. This also means that the score for the giveaway is 16,000. Is 16,212. But that was an odd one, though. That should have, for all intents and purposes, definitely been S-WIL's. And then it just evaporated and BPS got it. So yeah, 1 minute left to go before we go into the second game on Middelburg. Both teams having 6 tanks ready of the 7 that they need. BPS sticking with 6 F3s and potentially an LT. Whereas S-WIL is taking potentially 5 F3s, there we go. A 4202 and an E50M. Oh, Pat taking a 113. Again, I'm curious who's going to spawn into the hills. I can't believe that just happened though, that game. That was weird. Well, here we go. Countdown clock has begun. And we are getting ready to go into the 4th game of this best of 7. No match point for anyone just yet. And again, have to press. The pressure is on because anyone who is knocked out now is out of the tournament. And I always feel sad about that. Honestly, I get that at some point people have to lose and other people have to win. But I could just watch tour games at this level all day. And again, 2 F3s in the hills. We have Pat. Some blind shots happening. Postovleni actually did get spotted. Is going to go for the base. Blind shotting a place where there's no one. Simply lovely. Now spotting Visa. Oh, nice little bounce there. Base B is being stolen, but Simply Lovely is in a bit of danger now. We have BPS responding to base B. It will still be capped. He does still get hit for it too. He is losing a lot of HP. At the back there, Soshenka is being set upon. Punisher's losing a lot of HP. Hypnotizing arriving as well. Simply Lovely moving in. They're going after Esco. They all. This is the thing. What our team just did is force them to turn, and that in turn allows them to get hit in the rear as well, which allows Punisher to survive. Pat now moving in. Postov Lady got killed by fire. Future Simple and Sashenka both are down. Dersh is now on his own. Punisher goes down. Apple is in a terrible position. Hypnotizing is going after Visa though. Simply Lovely arriving at the back there. Whereas Hypnotizing is just helping with Apple. Pat turning around, taking out Apple here. Visa now alone versus 3. Simply Lovely there, still alive as well. Artyom bouncing. And it is 4 versus 2. With A being stolen. Maverick going for the base. Because that may still add some pressure. There's just 2 guns more though. And that's a big difference. B now also being stolen by Pat. Skiloidus trying to help his teammate. Maverick is running off. That hit the sand though. Maverick moving in. But there goes Skiloidus. We are moving on to follow Maverick here. Single person. It is not completely over yet, technically. Oof. That will not have helped. Hypnotizing, just having too many shots. He does get another shot in, but there he goes. And the game is for BPS. Wow. No worries, Riz. Just for the record, I will be streaming tomorrow as well. Well done by BPSC. And now they are up for match point. We are moving on to Desert Sands. The map with another plane crash and a train wreck, train track and everything. Well, train wreck probably as well. Of course, this is also the map with the giant sandworm. I've yet to see it being summoned in a tool game. Still waiting for that to happen at some point. 3 bases in pretty much a straight line. 1 secluded between buildings, this one in the middle, out in the open, and this one is also semi-protected, depending a lot on where people are. 55 seconds left to go. And we have S-WIL now ready with 4 F3s and 3 E50Ms. And BPS is going with 5 F3s and potentially 2 AMX 54s. Which kind of makes me feel like I'm not really expecting them to be in the desert. Let's see. 26 seconds left to go. Now it is 6 F3s and 1 AMX 54. To be fair, yeah, this is the thing with the damage casting. At some point, you kind of have an inkling what could be close to general team damage, and a lot of guesses can be very close together. But here we go. And now, again, the pressure is really on because any match that S-WIL loses will kick them out of the tournament. And BPS is probably running on a bit of a high. Let's see. Bostrov Lady heading into town. S-WIL also heading into town. Miss Galoid is having a look at who is in the desert. Pat getting spotted first. Ooh. Wants to pull back now, but he is losing a lot of HP as he tries to do so. He might have been saved for pushing forwards. ASK losing a whole lot of HP in turn. He does not get the kill there. ASK getting so many shots fired at him and is somehow still alive with a grand total of 55 HP. Apple being very forwards here. Pat goes down. ASK is still alive. Asco. Artyom now. Needing some help. All the shots have to go in. They also have to be careful not to block one another. And at the same time try to keep their own tanks alive. Visa not looking too healthy. Artyom goes down first though. Postovleni in the desert. It's slowly but surely being murdered. I think there was also a bit of a fire going on. Maverick. Alive. Ew, does go down, but so does Postovleni. It is 5 versus 4. 5 versus 3. S-WIL looking very strong this game, and I think that's all because one lone AMX met a whole lot of guns. And there's just no helping that. Punisher being focused on. Apple going full. Another reload. Asco gets taken out. Hypnotizing still alive. It gets taken out now though. There goes Punisher. Now it's just simply lovely. Last one left alive. Does take out Future Simple. And simply lovely. Gets taken out. Takes his head off. By Sashenka. And the game is for S-WIL. Look at the damage though. Pat here basically being the pivotal point. It's not saying that Pat made a mistake because the way where he went was logical. The thing is that in this case, they were just ready for him, and you could see the hesitation. Okay, should I push? Should I go back? And they were like, go back, and he lost so much HP doing that. Well, that's a good point with the 1v1 tools to get your battle pass missions done. Also, by the way, if you have a battle pass, you can reset one of the missions. And I always do that for one of the top 2, like the right or the left one, the easy ones, once you've done 2 stages of that. Because they basically get an extra 2 levels for the battle pass. And it helps with finishing it. So for the second game on Death Ascents, BPS is now ready with 6 F3s and an LT. And S-WIL is taking 5 F3s, a Chieftain, and an AMX-54. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Gaze Ring. Things are tough right now, but they're big hugs. And here we go. Oh, come on, do load. I always get stressed when it doesn't load straight away, honestly. Do, do, do. We now have S-WIL pushing into town, whereas BPS is pushing into the city except for Punisher. Pat having a quick look to see if anyone is there. And then going for the cap. S-WIL, most of them get spotted. Punisher knows that he might be in... Look at this though, look at them just changing and deciding to go for the desert. Ooh, Esco getting shot from the desert like that is cheeky. Base B now getting capped. They could potentially go for C as well. So Shenka pushing to try and catch Pat. Pat may be losing some HP. No, he's not in sight there yet. Lots of shots happening. Base A now being stolen. What a cheeky move. We have Esco holding around base C, but not going for the cap. I think he's being told to come to the desert, maybe. Punisher moving in. Going after Arkilov. Now Punisher is alone. And losing HP fast. Artyom is arriving now as well. And now we have Pet arriving after Esco, behind Esco. Dersh takes him out. Sometimes I wish I could fly really, really fast. Pet taking out Esco. Sashenka got set on fire, but he gets put out of his misery by Punisher. It is 7 versus 3. Sorry. And the game will be for BPS, and that would mean that S-WIL is out of the tournament. But what a game to finish this with, though. This could potentially be a 7 versus 0. It is 7 versus 7-0. Well done by BPSC. What a beautiful game. And this is the thing. S-WIL saw they were all in the desert, decided to push into the desert, but that in turn, they could have taken 2 bases and played it slow. But with their push into the desert, it slowly but surely cost them everything. Battle Pass tournaments. GG. Well done by BPS. Beautiful games. Well done by S-WIL as well, because honestly, it's been such a pleasure to watch you play. And I'm always sorry to see a team getting knocked out, but at some point it does have to happen. So let's see, do we have a score for this one yet? No, that is still going on as well. Ooh. So yeah, tomorrow we will have the lower bracket finals. So whoever loses between PC Cat and Demon will go against BPS. And after that we will have the grand finals. And I will be streaming that as well. And there will be giveaways for that as well. Also just going to have a shameless plug. Like at the end of the month, it's my birthday. And I try to always do something special for my birthday. So make sure to keep watch on my channel. And yeah, honestly, Immortal, I get that you want to win, but please keep in mind that I am here for the tours. So I am focusing on that first, thank you. But yeah, the fan container winners are Welsh Wayne, Gaze Ring, Rate 77764, and Meet a Gambler. And then for the Battle Pass winners... Oh god, there were a lot of close guesses there. Agassi actually came really, really close as well. And as did Meet a Gambler. But the winners are Immortal Fighter X and Team FAs _1. So I have to say that these are October Battle Passes. So obviously you will not get them before October. So you have to just wait a long while. So let's see. If you're doing what I think you're doing, what you're doing, that is just, yeah, super cute. Yeah, that's it for me for tonight. Like I said, I will be back tomorrow to stream more tour games for you, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, Eric, so much for running the chat for me and for doing the giveaway stuff for me, because you are a legend. And like I said, I will be back tomorrow with more giveaways and more tools. And I hope to see you all then. So have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.